Hi everyone. So today I thought I'd make a different kind of video. Not a video about product, but a video about the Doterra Loyalty Rewards Scheme. And this video is for a few people on my team have been asking me about LRP. That's what we call it, LRP, Loyalty Rewards Programme. And also for people that have just enrolled. So sometimes I go through this in person, but it's good to have a little video, a little reference about what this is and why it's such a great thing to do and why this scheme is, in my opinion, much better than a lot of loyalty schemes out there. So I'm going to set the scenario. You've got your oils, you're loving your oils, and you've heard someone like me say there are ways that you can get your oils for free, okay? And obviously when someone first said that to me, I was like, oh, how can I get my oils for free? How can I get any oils for free? How can I get hold of these oils and get something back? And I'd heard that, you know, from classes. And so I'm going to tell you how you can get a free oil every month. So the Loyalty Rewards Scheme is an automated monthly order that we set up. I generally recommend to most people in my team that they set it up for, you know, after the 5th of the month. And that will become clear in a minute as to why I say that, rather than having it auto ship on the 1st of the month. I normally set it for like the 5th or the 6th of the month. You know, if you get paid at a certain date, then maybe after that. So when we order our oils, when we first order our oils, it says, would you like to set up a monthly order? And it says that right from the start. And a lot of people don't really at that stage kind of understand, you know, what's going on. You can set your monthly order up then, or you can have a consultation with a wellness advocate like me, and then we can talk about it. So the Loyalty Rewards order basically means that when you order your oils, you receive points back. So if you start with one of the smaller kits, if you start with the Family Essentials kit or the Home Essentials kit with the diffuser, then you will get 10% back. Once you set up your monthly order, you'll get 10% back on what you spend. Okay, so you know, if you place your order and the following month you want to place an order of €100, then you get 10% of that back in product points. So what does that 10% mean? That 10% could basically be, see if I've got anything here that equates to that value. So that basically could be a bottle of lemon. So you could go on, order your products for your family and, you know, order your cleaning products, order your shampoo, order some oils, and then automatically from your order you will get 10% back, which equates to kind of a bottle of lemon, a bottle of wild orange. Okay, so that's just for spending. You get that back. That's the first thing that you get. Okay, so that 10%, when you start off, you get 10%, and that grows. So this guide that I'm just showing you, and the name of it, it's called the Live Guide, and I highly recommend that if you haven't already got this guide, then you get it. I recommend to the leaders in my team to buy all of them, the Live, Build, Share and Launch guide. But when you're starting off, you know, this is a really nice guide, and it's a good guide for those of you that are building a business to give to your customers as well. So in the back of this guide, there's a little diagram here that you can see there, hopefully, that starts at 10%, okay? Then it goes up to 15%, then 20, then 25 and 30. So when you first start, you get 10% back on your order. So you're already getting 25% off because we're buying at wholesale prices. So, you know, if you were selling on a bottle of lavender, you know, if you were to somebody, then you would always charge the retail price. So we're getting 25% off. We're getting our oils at wholesale. Then as well as that, you're getting this 10% back when you start, okay? That grows to 15%, then to 20%, and this is kind of after 7 to 9 months. Then it goes up to 25%, and then it maxes at 30%, which is what I'm on. It caps at 30, so you don't get any more back, okay? So in order for this to keep growing, you have to place an order of over 50 PV. PV means personal volume, okay? So I'm going to give you a scenario. You know, 1 month you maybe don't have so much money 1 month, and you just say, you know what, I just need a bottle of peppermint this month. That's all I want, and that equates to under 50 PV. Now, on that month where you haven't ordered over 50, you'll still keep your points that you've accrued. So maybe you've got to like 20%. You'll still keep those points, but they won't grow. Okay, so they won't go up to this level, this 25%, you know, so you'll kind of like stay a month. So if your order is 1 month 30 PV and you've got like your points, you'll still keep your points, but they won't keep growing up. So that month you will stay at your 20%, and you'll kind of almost be back a month. So you won't get a little bit closer to your 30. So that's the first thing, that we earn on what we spend. So obviously I have to be compliant, so I'm not going to talk about other reward schemes, but there's like a famous high street chemist in the UK and a very famous supermarket that have loyalty schemes. I know when I lived in the UK, I used to definitely do. And looking at those loyalty schemes, when you spend £100, most common loyalty schemes, you get a penny back, okay? With doTERRA, you're getting £1 back in product points. So for me now, if I spend €100 with doTERRA on my own products, okay, so I spend €100, I will get 30 product points back. So I will get, maybe a bottle of lavender, a bottle of lavender, a bottle of balance, maybe geranium, something that comes to about that 30 points is basically the same as like pounds or euros, kind of give or take a little bit. So I get that back just from buying my products, okay? So that's the first thing, is that we earn on what we spend. And that's brilliant. We're getting these beautiful oils. We're getting these amazing supplements that change our lives. We're getting all these products anyway. We're cleaning our homes in a green way, in a non-toxic way, but we're also earning points back. And, if I go to the health food store here and I go and buy my shampoo and conditioner and I spend €100, which is very easy in a health food shop, I do not get 30 euros back. So that's the first thing. And for me, that's really key. And I want you to just think about that. And it's really, it's worth me buying my cleaning products in doTERRA. So that's the first thing, okay? So that's number one. Okay, so the second great thing is that if we want to, we can participate in the doTERRA Product of the Month Club. Now, the Product of the Month Club runs every month, and it's where doTERRA gift us a free oil. Okay, so many of my oils, especially when I started in this business and I didn't really know a lot of the oils, I hadn't really smelt basil and hadn't really smelt cedarwood, a lot of the oils I hadn't smelt. I started doing this and I got to build my collection and try loads of different oils. And obviously my addiction did get slightly worse, I'm not going to lie, but it was a great way of getting free oils. So every month, on the first of the month, doTERRA announce what their product of the month is. And, it might be an oil you've never tried. It might be an oil like, a staple oil for you. And they announce that on the first of the month. They generally send an email, or, if you're in my team, I always put it on my social media pages. And you can decide whether you want that oil. And it's a free oil. So how you get that oil, and this is why I said to set your order for about the 5th or the 6th of the month. You don't want to set it for the 1st, be out at work, and then be like, oh, I really wanted that free oil and my order's not high enough, or I didn't want that oil. You want to have a few days, look at what the offer is, see if you want it. And if you want that oil, all you do is you take your order up to 125 PV. Okay, so PV is product value. So if you're in the States and you're spending dollars, or you're in the UK, is pounds. If you're in Europe, then it's euros. The exchange rate means that the value of an oil is different, but the PV is always the same. So wherever you are in the world, the PV of lemon will be the same. Okay, so that's why in doTERRA we talk about personal volume. Okay, so in order to get the free oil and participate in the Product of the Month Club, you have to set your order at 125 PV. Okay, so if you do your monthly shopping, you buy your oils, you buy your shower gel, you buy your face creams, and you take that order up to 125 PV, then you get your free product. Now, some people on my team haven't listened to me on this, and every month they're putting through orders of 200 euros, 300 euros. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Wait till there's like a promotion, stagger what you want, hold back, and maybe just put through an order of 125 PV. So you're getting, over those 3 months, you're getting a free oil every month rather than kind of going for, you know, a crazy deal. Although this month and also in December, Doterra ran a 200 PV deal. Now, for the 200 PV deal, when we spend 200, then we get something really great, like it's a bottle of frankincense. So in that instance, I do say take your order up, because you're not only going to get, okay, so last month, I got a bottle of free frankincense, I got my free oil, okay, so my free oil that I'm going to get because my order is 125 PV. On top of that, for spending that 200 euros, that 200 PV, I get 30% back. So I get about 60 product points. So that means that I can get basically about 4 oils, including frankincense, for free, just for putting through my order and for doing my shopping with doTERRA. Okay, so it just makes so much sense if you're in love with these oils to have an LRP. So how do you set up an LRP? It's really easy. So you can either set it up when you join, or you can just go online, really simple, and then just set up your monthly order. You just set it up. It's an auto ship, so you do have to remember to go in and change it every month, okay? So what I generally do is I'll place my order, and I'll place my order for January, and then it will be automatically on there that it's the 5th of February that's going to be the same order. So I will just change that order like straight away. You know, I'll just put in some different oils that I need. I think, okay, well, I didn't order that this month. You know, I'll maybe put that through next month. Anything as the month goes on, I'm kind of adding. And I'm adding stuff to that order so that I know that there are different oils on and that there are oils that I also want, okay? So one thing to say is that if you're doing a doTERRA business and you're doing what I'm doing, then, or you're earning commissions, then you do have to set your account to a certain amount to start earning those commissions. But for most of you that are just, you know, enjoying the fruits of these beautiful plant medicines, and you're enjoying these oils, and you just want to like learn more, and you just want to start earning points and getting oils, then loyalty rewards really does make sense. So I just wanted to share that with you today because, yeah, sometimes, you know, people can have a few blocks on monthly orders and what that means. And, you know, people have sort of said to me, oh, I don't want to get looped into something. You're never looped into anything with doTERRA, okay? So you can call them up and you can cancel. If you don't want to do this anymore, the one thing I would say to you is you're going to be accruing points. So, you know, you might have like 100 free points, which is like, you know, a lovely oil, a bottle of myrrh, or a really gorgeous oil that's accrued in your account. So if at some point you're like, I don't want to do this anymore for whatever reason, not that that ever happens, then you can always cancel, but you always want to use your points. So please get in touch with your enroller, or get in touch with me if you want more information. You know, it's our duty as wellness advocates to really be there for you and to be talking you through how do you use your points, where are they on your back office, like, you know, how do I access them, what does, you know, all of this kind of stuff. So this guide, I'm just going to show you this again. This guide is key, and you can print this out actually. You can print these out online. I think if you go on doterra.com, you can print them out, but it's much cheaper to stick them onto your monthly order and go through them. And there's some great products in here. You know, it talks about the doTERRA lifestyle, and it also explains LRP. But there are also lots of other videos on YouTube that you can look at that also explain the loyalty rewards program. But I just wanted to get on and just share that with you today. It's a little bit chilly, hence I've got my little beanie on. But big love. Thank you very much.